I recently did an article on Pete Hegseth, the new defense secretary, and I read his book, American Crusade. And in it, what struck me was that the way he talks about Muslims, if someone talked this way about Jews, or they talked this way about Christians, we would recognize that they were a kind of Nazi level bigot.
Yeah, look, one of the things about Islamophobia is that it's the most permitted form of bigotry in the mainstream in the United States, and I would argue that that could be statistically proven because when's the last time you saw an anchor fired for anti-Palestinian bigotry? When's the last time you saw
Mm.
a journalist or a professor let go because of the things that they say about the Muslim community? You have to understand that this is the culmination of multiple factors. One of them is that the Muslim community is racialized. So we're a racialized minority, even though we have white Muslims, but
Mm.
it's a racialized minority. That's one. Number two, we're not just brown in the American imagination, in the framing, the Orientalist framing of the Muslim world, and the immigration element of our community exaggerated, but we're also supposedly all carrying this dangerous ideology that makes us inherently suspicious. You go back to the Bush administration and you go back to the language that was used by Rumsfeld and Ashcroft and the Bush administration as they were embarking on these adventures into the Muslim world. They openly used crusader language. They used this type of language to erase the 1 million plus victims of the Iraq war from
Mm.
the American public, because the framing is that these are a people that are too barbaric to be dealt with normal human policy. And so the only way that you can deal with these people is you exterminate them. That's the level of dehumanization that exists here. Now we see how that's working in Gaza. Islamophobia has become such a permitted bigotry um, in our mainstream discourse because our mainstream foreign policy and our mainstream domestic policy actually has inherent elements of Islamophobia.